Hey, who's 2-0? Who's 2-0? These guys.
We are.
Not the Vikings. We are.
We are 2-0. Yeah, I can barely see their team in the division. We're up so high on this mountain here. Looking down on the rest of the NFC North, it feels fantastic.
Yodelay-hoo, yodelay-hoo. We got Brad Johnson, Bob Sweet Davey, Viking Funeral. Mason M is in the house on this beautiful Monday afternoon now. It's Monday afternoon.
It is Monday afternoon hangover. Still going to talk with the Vikings destroying the 49ers at home, improving to 2-0 on the season. Underreactions, overreactions, maybe some injury updates as well.
Yeah, we'll wait a little bit here, see if anybody wants to hang out with us. Even though everybody already here, we love more than anything.
Would be nice.
Just a great day. It's just a great damn day.
I mean, it might just be a great damn season.
We'll see. Hey, the Texans, again, they haven't looked overly fantastic the first 2 weeks. I mean, how do you sneak by the lowly Bears?
Yeah. Bears defense kind of shut them down the second half of that game last night. And if that defense can do it, I like our chances quite a bit.
We'll see. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'm not scared. Julian Marker, what was the beer count? What'd you end up at? About 100?
He was at 7 at like 9:30 in the morning.
That's a man's man there. That guy likes to party.
Maybe he's still drinking.
He's got hair on his chest.
And balls.
Yeah, he's worth it. Worth every sip. Worth every sip.
Davey says we're the Ronnie Dangerfield of the NFL. Yeah, I already saw Dan Graziano from ESPN already saying don't expect the Vikings to be a playoff team, so it's already starting.
Tim Voss, what's up? And that's fine. That's fine. Last week, Stephen A. Jones, what's his name?
Stephen A. Smith.
I don't even know his name. Just tore us apart. Sam Darnold can do this, whatever. And then today, so I'm like, I got to watch it today. I got to see him eat some crow. Nothing. He basically just like didn't give any love. It was painful. It was painful. Had the time of my life with the wife at the game yesterday. That's beautiful.
Think she matched him beer for beer?
I hope so. I don't know.
I hope so too.
Great beat game to be at. Chris Olsen, we missed you on the post game, but you're at the game, so we'll give you a pass.
Yeah, we'll let you give you a jail free card this week.
I bet a lot of our viewers have actually been in jail.
You think so?
Some of them might be in jail right now. Worth it.
Wow. Watching from jail.
Not saying it's a bad thing.
Well, they're getting their life straightened out.
Guess it depends. Depends on what they did. Nope. She drove.
I wonder if she had the time of her life.
How could you not at that game? But yeah, let's just dive right into her. Ashley in the house. What's up? Two-tone Texans look tough. That's debatable. It's debatable. They are very good. Very good.
Yeah, the Daniil Hunter, Will Anderson Jr. combination on the edges is a very real problem. So we're going to talk about that later. This is about Vikings beating some San Francisco 49er ass yesterday. A score 23-17 could actually have been a lot more. The Vikings maybe just a little bit cleaner on offense, really.
Hold on, I got to put this link out.
I mean, you had the Aaron Jones fumble on the goal line. You had the Sam Darnold interception. I mean, those both took points off the board. The Vikings could have easily hung 30 on these 49ers.
Speaking of hung,
Jerry Tillery's here.
Jerry, good to see you, man. Illegal to have a phone in jail. All right, Jerry knows all the rules. I believe him. Is he still in Hawaii? That's what I want to know.
That's what I was wondering.
San Francisco truly sucks, says Brad Anderson. I don't know about that. They're pretty good.
They're a good team. Did you hear what Brock Purdy said to Flores after the game?
Yeah, your scheme is crazy.
Your scheme is crazy. He was flustered. He was so rattled and flustered the entire game. So well done, Brian Flores, in your defense, getting in Purdy's head, which, that's his head is his strength. Like, he's so smart. He processes quick. That's his strength. And to mess him up, it's a job well done.
JT, I'm going to call you JT from now on. He's everywhere. That dude
he's got
a shuttle or something to get him there. Yeah, we could have. It doesn't matter, but we could have. It could have been 30-10. Like we could have just kicked the piss out of them, which we really did. I mean, as Vikings fans, it was scary watching it, just thinking like, all right, when's the comeback going to happen? When's the comeback going to happen? But if we go back and rewatch it, knowing what happens, we owned that game. God, the third downs were insane. Sam Darnold, I mean, going back, and a lot of people are talking about it, like the third downs he was converting at the end of the game with who he had out there is insane. Like Sam the man was the stud of the game. Trophy ordered, baby.
He won it. Yeah. So
put some
congratulations.
Fingernail polish, some red hair on top of it. On top of that trophy.
Oh, we should
paint his head red.
Just cut some of your pubes off and glue them on there.
Don't be gross. That's a gross thing.
Just like his hair.
You're disgusting. That's not what his hair looks like. Trust me. I guarantee it. 6 sacks yesterday. 6 sacks. Patrick Jones is playing fantastic.
Yeah,
absolutely. We're all right.
Let's talk Boswell. We didn't talk about the 97-yard pass touchdown from Darnold to Jefferson. How many times you watched it? I must have watched it at least a dozen times yesterday. And to get these kind of moments in the season, and this is what you look for, just to have these moments. We're going to watch that play for years to come. And it's just Vikings lore was created yesterday with that beautiful 97-yard touchdown bomb from Darnold, which was a perfect pass. And Jefferson to have the wherewithal to kind of shift directions and go the other way. And don't forget Speedy Naylor hauling ass down there to make that block. I
was just going to say, like, Naylor's not getting any love. He very well could have got Jefferson. It was close. And there's Speedy Naylor living up to his name because he was flying. He was going very, very fast to get that. Yeah, that'll be a play that goes down in Vikings folklore. Does that make sense? What's folklore mean?
Folklore is maybe not. This is lore. This is real. Like, you can go back and prove it. You can't really prove folklore.
I don't know. I guess I don't know what folklore means. It'll go down in infamy. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, D-Hen, you're right. Gink almost had another pick 6. But yeah, so let's just start here. Let's just talk some overreactions from this game.
That were awesome and we're going to win the Super Bowl.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, that's the overreaction. But it's also like, I'm fully willing to admit that's an overreaction, but I'm actually willing to stand on that hill right now and scream it.
Well, here's what I'll say. Like, no more. I know Houston's coming up, and we're kind of ripping on Houston at the beginning. Houston's so damn good. Like, they're going to be right in the AFC at the end of the year as far as who's representing them. But you can't do the whole like, hey, let's see what they do against Houston. Let's see what they do against this guy. We just beat the Niners. We kicked the shit out of the Giants. So regardless of what happens, like, I'm not doing the let's see what happens anymore. Like, we have proven. We'll see what happens. The season is very young. But we've proven that we can hang, and this defense is legit. So if we, for some reason, go crap the bed against the Texans, like, I'm not jumping ship. It's going to take a lot more than that to jump ship.
Well, it's the way we won games. You dominate the Giants, then you go out and you have another very strong defensive performance against the 49ers and the best teams in the NFL. Offensively, you continue with the football on the ground, through the air. Like, you're actually, you're beating teams. You're not, like, squeaking by, getting lucky, penalties, whatever. You're beating teams. You're handily beating teams. And I know it's only 2 games in, but, like, I'm not afraid of anybody. Like, bring them on. Bring them on.
Stouffer, what's going on, buddy? So far, your predictions are looking pretty good, man. They're looking pretty damn good.
Looking very good.
Brad Anderson, at least not the Panthers. Adam Thielen, just disgusted in Carolina, throwing his helmet. And you know what? That was his choice. Wah. Love you.
I'm not going to cry for him. He got plenty of money. But yeah, then he went at his post game was much more positive than his on the field.
It had to be. But, yeah. Bryce Young, man. This isn't a Panthers talker, but man, he looks bad. He looks bad. Yeah. D-Hen took the North. We ain't giving it back. Yeah, we own the North right now. Everyone's 1-1 except for us.
We're 2-0.
2-0. I can't wait for roundtable, NFC North roundtable. Vikings fans, make sure to get your butts on there Wednesday. You get a lot of skulls in those comments because it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm sure you're going to be not very nice, which is great. Don't be nice. Be very rude. Extra rude.
I'll be still a little bit, humble, but a little rude. A little rude. I'm not going to be nice to the Bears. I know that. They're bad. No. They're not good at all.
They're not good. They're the one that got lucky week 1. So, yeah.
FW Under says you jump ship, you get a beaten. FW Under Millard pin is 1-0. I'm gonna have to wear that again. I will wear that all damn season.
Hell yeah! Why would you ever take it off? You should put it through your skin.
Ouch!
Do it.
It's not a good idea. Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful day in Viking land. What else we got?
Let's talk some underreactions. Maybe some talkers from this game that maybe aren't getting talked about enough. Underreactions from the Vikings. 23-17 drubbing of the San Francisco 49ers.
Drubbing. Hit that like button. We're at 21. Let's get over 50. If you're watching, hit that like button.
Wow. Could
Helps
you imagine?
bump us up a little bit. Hit that sub button if you're not subscribed yet. But yeah, underreaction. I think mine's the same as last week, which is makes me super lame.
I got a couple, and some are more specific than others. But
penalties. How many penalties did we end up with?
There was a few.
Some say penalties. Penalized.
Did they?
You ever been penalized?
Oh yeah.
CJ Ham came up big. You're damn right, Sean. Good looking guy. Josh Metellus, another great game. Yeah, yes, underreaction. We got a damn kicker. That's true. That Will of Thrills. It's like he's already just automatic. We're not even worried anymore.
Lost in the shuffle. How he was just dead on again yesterday. Like,
did you see when he was coming in the tunnel after the game, and he just wooed? He went woo, and it was like the highest pitch. Wasn't what I would expect, but it is what I would expect coming out of him. It was hilarious.
Yeah. Will the Thrill. Willie Long Balls, we call him here in One Barn Lepigus show. I'm going to start with one right now, and I think Kevin O'Connell's not getting nearly enough love for just even through the first two games. Like, he's out-coached his opponent, his other head coaches. The game plan he put together for Sam Darnold against the 49ers, he had these plays like he was sitting on for a year, he said in his post-game press conference. There was really no, you look at the Bears last night, and the shit they were challenging was clearly incompletions and things. And you're not seeing any of that crap from KOC. This team is hitting. They're prepared. They're ready to go. And everybody's talking Brian Floreson's defense. Well, they should, but I think KOC needs to get some spotlight on him too. Yeah, KOC. And this is supposed to be our down year. And it's we ramp up for 2025, 2026. It's going to be, I can't wait to see what happens if we actually just rip it up this year, go to the playoffs, do something crazy. Cause we got all that money to spend next year. It's Hawkinson's. I mean, we can sit and say Hawkinson's coming back. Addison wasn't even held. It's beautiful. KOC. You think our window's just maybe starting to open?
I think the thing's wide ass open. Just like your shitter cheeks.
My shitter cheeks.
Just like your shitter cheeks. Yeah, well, hell yeah, the window's open, man. Sam, I mean, so you got KOC. I'm going back to the offensive line again. They weren't bad. They were not bad at all. I mean, yeah, Bosa got us some set, but and maybe this is a mixture of our offensive line not being that bad and Sam Darnold being able to actually move. Ty Chandler was making a lot of plays. Our running game was going. Aaron Jones, it wasn't his week, but Ty Chandler was doing it. Mm-hmm. So offensive line is definitely there. Sam Darnold will continue to be underrated. I thought Sam Darnold had a fantastic game, and he was our stud of the game.
Yeah, so let's go back to the old line thing you said. I know Ed Ingram didn't grade out very well, but you see it now on Twitter, the highlights of him just destroying Leonard Floyd. If Ingram hits a dude, the guy's going to get almost depleted every single time. He's stronger than hell, so love seeing that from Ed Ingram, some nastiness there. Hopefully, you'd like to see him be a little bit more consistent overall. Going back to Sam Darnold, too, I just think not enough has been talked about that final drive to get the 3 points with Ty Chandler as his running back, with his receivers being Brandon Powell, Trent Sherfield, and Jalen Naylor. And his tight ends being Johnny Munt. I mean, he was down there with 2s and 3s, maybe even 4s at time, and he still was able to march the team down the field and get those 3 points. That's a mix of Sam Darnold. That's a mix of Kevin O'Connell calling plays, and that needs to be talked about a lot more because that was super impressive.
Yeah, it's Sam Darnold. I love him. I mean, and we've seen this question a few times in the comments. Is Darnold an upgrade from Cousins?
We'll see.
I think Sam Darnold is an upgrade for the quarterback we need in this offense. As far as talent wise, I'm not going to go there, but Darnold is a better fit for what we need to do for the offensive line that we have for Kevin O'Connell, 100%. And it's already shown through 2 games. If I'm a moron, please let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm way off, but I think for this team, he's an upgrade.
Well, and just, I think the big difference is, Sam's ability to escape pressure. You've seen him slither away from some pressure. He looks like he's caught for sure. He gets out, still makes a throw on the run. Kirk Cousins has taken a sack. The Niners probably would have had 3-4 more sacks if Kirk Cousins was the quarterback yesterday. So I think that's an underrated aspect of Sam Darnold's game.
Darnold running for first downs.
He's wet in the pocket, they say.
And you know what? It's an upgrade at $10 million. Hell yeah! Allows us to spend money on defense. We went with Hawkinson, Addison, later Justin Jefferson. What was I going to say? Damn it!
I don't know.
Oh, and with Darnold, like Kirk Cousins, and we're not going to turn into this 10-minute Kirk Cousins talker, but he like would overthink things. Like he wouldn't make a pat. Like Sam Darnold, I think, and it's burned him in the past. Is like he's not afraid to maybe do something a little stupid that might actually pan out. Like he's not afraid to like, oh, we need actually this amount of yards to get the first down. All right, I'm going to throw the ball that far then and see what happens. And it showed that last drive, especially. Oh, I don't think Kirk Cousins on that last drive gets us first downs.
Well, and good thing you weren't calling the plays either, because you kept calling for run.
I know. What the damn ball, and it proves why I am a complete idiot.
Yeah, another another underrated play, a moment from Sam Darnold's game was just end of the first half when he took off and ran, slid with like 3 seconds left, knowing they could call a timeout. That was just a super heady play, super smart play from him, knowing the situation and then just executing.
Yeah, he put Will in a much better spot. I think he was looking at like a 55-yarder or something like that, and he just gave him a little chip shot. It was beautiful. Derek Allen says lock up KOC long term. He's going to get locked up. They're going to extend his ass. I mean, Kwesi, maybe we'll see what happens there, but Kevin O'Connell is getting extended. Yeah, if you're not on the Kevin O'Connell train, by now you never will be.
We got a lot of trains leaving the station.
Yeah, you need to start getting on them.
I've been on them.
I just heard something. I think
is it your jukebox again?
At least I know that when I finally do get murdered, it will probably be on a live, and you guys will be able to tell who it is, because I do hear some very weird noises at times.
It's probably just the greenhouse delivering flowers going in your house again.
Oh, yeah, that was a little odd. I'd love to tell a story, but greenhouse people, when you deliver flowers, don't you leave them outside? I once went down in my living room, and the guy delivering flowers I don't know him, was in my living room with my 2 kids, just like sitting flowers down. Nobody let him in.
He shouldn't have been in there.
They didn't let him in. Anyways,
he shouldn't have been in there.
I appreciated it. It's nice not to worry about a kicker. We actually have a run game, and Ty Chandler's very underrated.
Yeah, that's
10 for 82. I think he was 10 for 82. Every time he touched the ball, he was look fast. He looked different to me. Like usually they're always trying to run him between the tackles and just kind of up the gut a little. Yesterday, it was like, dude, just go wherever the holes are.
Yeah, he was slippery. He ran with power. He ran with speed. It was just he just looked damn good yesterday. 8.2 yards touch, hit along at 25. And I don't care. This turns out to be a 2-headed monster between Jones and Darnold and Chandler. That's fine with me.
Yeah, bring it on, man. I think it's going to be interesting. We're obviously going to be running the ball. I saw a stat. I don't even remember it was. It was earlier. It was beautiful. I should have looked at it. But basically the fact how much more we're running the ball and how effective it is overall. And KOC, we're definitely running the ball more. I mean, there was games last year, ran it like once.
Also having Jim Alexander Madison as your running back. It's not good. So we did have a couple injuries yesterday. Obviously, the big one is Justin Jefferson and his quad contusion. He's been out saying he's fine. And he's playing, so hopefully he's right on that.
He has to play.
Nothing went worse overnight.
He has to play. It sounds like Addison's still going to be like. I mean, aren't they saying it could be a couple more weeks? Like this sounds like a little bit more of a tougher injury. But yeah, he's got to play. All right, we're at 37 likes. Let's get over 50 likes if you're watching. Boom, boom.
We're almost there.
Twitter and YouTube, we're at about 120. So hit that like button if you'd be so kind. So yes, when Jefferson went down, that was horrifying. It looked bad.
Yep. It did look bad.
It looked really bad. And like it comes up limping.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like sometimes you see them, they're down and they get up, they look like they're fine. He was like, Frankenstein walking. It was like zombie walking. It looked tough. So again, those deep thigh bruises can be painful as hell, but hopefully just he's fine. Dallas Turner also left the game late yesterday. KLC said on his post game presser with a knee injury. Sounds like he's fine. Not expected to really be an issue, but we've heard that before.
Maybe it was when he was trying to stay out of the end zone when he's downing that punt. He tweaked his knee.
I think he thought he was going on a slip and slide. He was just gonna grab that thing and slide.
I would love to know the conversation that had between him and Daniels on the sideline after that. Do you think it was polite?
No. It just, I want to go back and watch Ryan Wright. She was so excited for his punt. That thing was going to stop on the 3 on its own. And he's celebrating. It
did stop. That was the weirdest part. It was sitting there, and he randomly decided to do this big jump and dramatic thing.
So weird. So weird.
Yeah, but we love Dallas Turner. He's going to be fantastic. Hopefully he needs to be out there. That's our why one of the big part of his defense is those edge rushers we have continuously just mixing in. I can't imagine being an opposing quarterback and just seeing, Grenard's going out. Oh, Dallas Turner's coming in. Okay,
Yeah.
It's just as bad.
Yeah, or Pat, Pat Jones. I mean, he's the one who's 4 sacks now through 2 games. He is somehow just being the guy who gets the quarterback. Grenard's on pace to be like 1 pressure less than Micah Parsons had last year when he led the league. So, and obviously Van Ginker's just been a beast. So and even Jihad Ward, like I think he's been very, very good when he's out there too. Underrated.
Ward's pressures were crazy yesterday too. What do you have? Like I can't remember what it was, but you bring up Grenard. It's a good point. Like stat sheet wise, he ain't doing anything, but he's doing that dirty work. He's getting those pressures. He's making Brock Purdy move around in the pocket so Patrick Jones can come and just put him on his ass. Yeah. Like Grenard is putting in the work. I don't care if he has a sack all year if he continues to do what he's doing.
I think he did finally get one yesterday.
Grenard did?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep, he had a sack.
I must have been whapping a brewski when that happened.
No, I think you're drinking ice water.
Ain't bad. Yeah, this defense is so good. Flores, Brieflo, is this dude actually going to get an interview next year for a head coaching job?
I hope not.
I selfishly hope not as well, but like, man, he is so good. Such a badass.
Yeah.
I'd love to give him a chest bump.
I would too.
Good job today.
Knock you right over. Two-Tone says Cashman was great Sunday. Yeah, Blake Cashman was something else.
Cash money. Every single signing so far that the Vikings have made. Is there one that has not looked good?
No, I don't think so. I mean,
like every single one has looked good.
You can talk about Kwesi's draft classes and you can criticize him for those, and that's fair. But look at what he's brought in. I mean, Blake Cashman, Ben Ginkel, Stephon Gilmore. Ivan Pace Jr. was an undrafted guy. Grenard. I mean, all these guys he's bringing in are having huge impacts to this team, and he's getting them at great bargain prices.
Yeah, free agent class is going to be one of the best in the NFL early. Secondary, we were talking going in this game like, hey, we don't know what to expect. They didn't really test in week 1 against Daniel Jones. They played good and they graded out good. Gilmore had a very, very good game. Byron Murphy could have caught an interception, but Shaq too, Griffin. He's playing really good. I saw a stat too. Like between 2 games, there's been like 2 receptions on him or something.
Oh yeah, I just saw that too. And there was times where the Niners were completing passes and the coverage was there. It's just sometimes
Oswald saying the opposite.
I mean, sometimes the throws are just perfect and there's nothing you can do. But again, I mean, it's a lot of 10-yarders caught. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. Keep the ball in front, especially at the end.
Well, yeah, one other thing, like those 10-yarders that were caught, I mean, at the end, the stats got inflated just because they were letting them do their thing. But even before that, they're throwing it to Debo and George Kittle. And these guys were making some insanely tough catches. It's not like they were just wide open. I mean, a couple times, but they're going against some pretty damn good players on that offense, making some super good catches, super duper good catches.
Super duper good catches. Next week won't be any easier with Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell coming to town, but
we got him, baby. Did you watch last night when the Bears challenged Stephon Diggs' catch? Yeah, like 9 feet in, and then he walked out of bounds.
Like, who's telling him to challenge those plays? The other one too was just as bad. It was the interception where you can see it hit the ground twice, and like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it was brutal. It was hilarious. It made my heart happy. Scolder Soup, what's going on, buddy? Kick some Niners ass, baby. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Good to see you, sir.
Oh yeah, he's at the mall where Back to the Future was shot in that picture.
Oh man, lucky. So secondary good. Overall, everybody's feeling good. Well, what else we got?
Well, let's go back to Davey's point. Without Hawk and Addison, we have reinforcements coming. We have guys on the injury list right now who will be joining this team. Hawkinson, Addison, help throw Dalton Reisner in there. This team's only going to get better. So you're talking long-term for us the season. I mean, the overreaction that we were a playoff team, maybe even farther, it's not that bold because we're winning without them. And you add these pieces in, we're going to be even better.
Yeah. Well said. Hawkinson is in this offense is going to be absolutely crazy. We've completely ignored the tight end possession. Really,
yeah.
Nothing's going on. Johnny Munt, I think, graded out at a 40 yesterday.
I don't know why. Very bad weeks.
I can't wait to see what Sam Darnold does with the tight end getting in there, Jordan Addison getting in there. It was beautiful. Jalen Naylor elevated the wide receiver too.
He's doing
Couldn't
it.
ask for anything more.
He is doing it. I mean, again, we were all kind of just hesitant with Jalen Naylor. Didn't want to get excited because he's gotten hurt. He's looked good before. He never seems to be able to be healthy. But 3 for 54, another touchdown, and hauling ass down the field and make that block on Justin Jefferson's huge touchdown. Him and the ref. I don't know who's faster, but they were both very, very speedy.
The ref was weirdly fast. We're at 46 likes. We got to get over 50 before we wrap this beautiful hog up. What are we ending on?
I don't know. Maybe just takeaways. This is 2 games into the season. The 2024 Minnesota Vikings. This is a team I think now is starting to get an identity, and maybe we should talk about what this identity of this team is.
Being awesome.
Yeah.
Shocking the world. Telling everybody to kiss our ass. Everybody just absolutely taking big, filthy, hungover dumps on us all off season. Leading up to the games, we beat the Giants. Oh, you guys still suck. It's the Giants. We beat the Niners. We're still not getting as much love as we should. The identity is going to be defense to me. Defense. Well,
it's an aggressive.
Jared Hyman says very physical.
Game
physical
playmaking defense that's going to change ball games, and you're not worried when the Vikings play defense anymore. It's like you're expecting to see a big play happen, and most times they do. Like even when teams driving down the field, like them scoring a touchdown, it just doesn't feel like it's going to happen. Like you feel it's either going to be a field goal or we're going to hold them, on downs, turnover on downs. So to have that with this defense is a weird feeling for the Minnesota Vikings and us as fans. Just like we're not used to this.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just saying it to Flores afterwards. It's crazy schemes or whatever the hell he said.
Scheme is crazy. Your scheme is crazy.
That's gonna every week they're gonna be getting the same things. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Montevideo, is that all you do is work? You need a nice little vacation day.
It's a working man.
No, it'll be interesting to see what happens because once the opposing teams get a real good look at these defenses and the looks that they're bringing, are they going to catch on? Are they going to figure it out when we start double dipping on these NFC North teams? Because the defense did get a little, they didn't look overly great at the end of the last season.
No, but they're feisty, as Jared Hyman says. We have breaking news by Gert Bubba before we go. We better let this one be known.
Looks like Gert Bubba had a massive bowel movement this morning. Well done.
Well done, Gert Bubba.
And he's going to do it over the Texans as well.
Yeah, and offensively, I think this identity, we're a team now that's going to run the football. Whether it's Aaron Jones or Ty Chandler, we got 2 guys who can do it, and they're going to be committed to it. So, again, an offense that can run the ball, a defense that can make plays and make stops. This is a formula for success. Michael
Boswell says it's good. We're pretty good, but could be great. We did get over that 50 mark, so appreciate all the likes. If you're not subbed yet, give us a sub. Sub. We're trying to get to 13,000. The Suck It Squad. Vikings are winning the North. We own the Niners. We do own the Niners. Yep. We absolutely own the Niners. And it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood of Minnesota Viking land at 2-0.
Would you be?
Who do the Packers play next week?
Would you be?
Would you be my neighbor?
I don't know. Maybe they have a division game. I don't know.
They play the Titans. Lions losing was wonderful.
Oh, so good.
Are the Rams got smoked by the Cardinals? Like maybe the Lions aren't as good. What's going on there in Lionville? So that'll be something to watch. That's wonderful.
Hell yeah. So again, Vikings are 2-0. We are atop the NFC North. No one even close to us.
We own our destiny.
We do.
We win out, baby. The North is ours.
It is ours. So again, thanks for everybody for hopping on this
every Monday. Every Monday, Hangover show at 12:15. Get your butts here. Talk some Vikings, win or lose, but most likely win.
And remember that 70% of the oxygen we breathe comes from the ocean.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.